And when you first read it, did you have that cast in mind, or did that kind of come about organically?
I think it came organically, especially when Kevin joined, and then suddenly, he started to get the calls. Everybody said like, "I would like to be in. I like to be in." Ryan Reynolds literally said like, "I'm Fields of Dreams. This is my favorite movie. Just put me in." And I said, "But Ryan, you did a similar movie that was not that great." And he said like, "I don't care. I want to redeem myself with that." So I think it's forming as it goes. And then, sometimes you're helping, at that moment I thought back then that I helped Gal by putting her in a dramatic role, but then 2 weeks after she became Wonder Woman, so I was like, oh, maybe she's helping me. But she's a great friend of mine, so, and the rest of it, Amari and Jordy and all the, just good people, and talented.
And can you tell me a little bit about the challenges of directing these like highly choreographed fight scenes and car chases and all the action?
So what do you want to know?
Like, is it hard to try and direct that when there's so much going on?
It's hard when you don't have, when you have limited, resources and time. So it's just making it a little bit more challenging. But other than that, I think every moment you're on set, you should treat it as the last time you're on set. And as a director, we're doing movies like once in a couple of years. We don't work constantly like some of the actors do. So I think when you actually do a movie, you need to embrace it, breathe it, and say thank you. Be very grateful and humble by the experience. Well, there's definitely an influence from that. I don't know if Frankenstein will appreciate that because he was dead and he just gained life. Jericho is alive and he's mean and he's violent and he's, I guess, I don't know. He's a real psychopath. So now what happened when you're taking that person and you insert him new DNA almost, and our emotions and our feelings and our existence is based on memories. So if you have that, can we do it? If basically science is existent and this really can happen, what if we can do it to anybody else that we're not a fan of trading our lives? Can we change them? Can we change our perspective? So I think that was the main core of why I did this movie. I don't know if that was even the question anymore.
No, it was a lovely answer.
Well, I guess I like to do that because by itself it creates some kind of an originality. You say you put Kevin outside the westerns and the baseball and you put him in to be a psychopath. That's something new. You're putting Tommy Lee Jones out of the sheriff's position and being a vulnerable professor. That's, you're taking Wonder Woman and you make her sensitive woman. That's different. So yeah, I like to do that. I think that's the toughest part. When you have so much story and you have so much concepts, and you're still trying to make a simple story, about a man that felt love for the first time. But what I mean, it's like like a good salad. It has a lot of ingredients, but it's all about the sauce. Originally, my cousin is one of the writers, so he just slipped me a script and said, "What do you think?" And I said, well, that's going to be challenging. That's a tough one. So he's like, so what do you want to do? It's like, well, let's focus on the characters and let's see if we can bring something out of it. Because I'm not just interested to do a high-paced, chased action film. So I think that's how we formed it, and then everything else starting to happen.
And finally, I've noticed a bit of a theme in your films: Iceman, Criminal, Blanca. This like criminal activity.
Yeah, it's my alter ego. I should be Al Capone or Luis Guzman, I don't know, like probably El Chapo. And I don't know, maybe in a different life I'm a big criminal. In this life I'm just, just a film director that wanted to do good movies.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy your night.
All right, thank you for having us.